And we're live. I am so excited that you guys are joining me today. Thank you so much. I am here with Matt Di Bara, and he is a fourth generation Mason. And oh my goodness, let me tell you, their company has been in business for over 100 years. Imagine all the years of all the wisdom drifting down into Matt, who's now the owner of Di Bara Masonry. And I've got him on the show today, and he's going to share with us some reality tips on what we do with all the extra stuff that is left over after you finish a home renovation project. So today we're going to be talking about the stuff that Matt is really aware of, which is going to be all the extra pavers and paver stones. And if you have extra debris and how we clean up the dust and all the stuff that everybody asks. And we're like, oh my gosh, what do we do with all this stuff? And oddly enough, a lot of people don't do anything with it because they don't know what to do. So Matt is here today and I'm super excited. So please help me welcome Matt Di Bara. Hey, Matt.
Thank you so much for having me. This is going to be a blast. I'm really looking forward to it.
I want to talk about when we do get rid of some of the stuff we've been saving. What do we do with it? Can we just kind of like chunk it in the dumpster that's sitting over there, like after dark, and hope nobody catches us?
Depends on what you're getting rid of. I've had clients, they fill a dumpster with pavers and then they wonder why the trash person doesn't pick it up because it's a 400-pound trash barrel. So, getting rid of it is obviously hazardous materials. Like if you're getting rid of battery, like car batteries or certain things that have lead paint, it's not a landfill thing. The occasional paver or two in the trash can, we see that often. But a lot of times there's so many waste collection companies. And what we find too, I have a lot of clients that are selling their stuff, interestingly enough, on like certain offer up or Craigslist where they're able to get rid of like the woman I mentioned with the walkway. She's just going to sell her paver. She'll get 50 or $100, but they'll come and pick it up. So she doesn't have to get rid of it.
That's a great tip. I know we had some extra pallets from a job, just the wooden pallets. And so we put them out at the end of the drive, took a picture of them, put them on next door, and within moments they were gone. I don't know who came and got them, and I don't know what they were going to use them for, but they were just gone. I was like, hey, that was awesome.
Pallets are a hot commodity. And people use them for art. They use them to store things. Like, I mean, when we're doing a job, if we have a 3-day project, we'll put the pallets on the first day. They'll be gone by the second or third day. Just
Oh,
people.
really?
Oh yeah, always.
Wow. All right. So if we don't have experience cleaning up, and I have to stop for a second because I want to go back to the last question for just a second because I'm thinking of two questions at once. Can we say something about illegal dumping? If you put your debris and extra stuff inside somebody else's dumpster that does not belong to you or a public dumpster, how that can lead to fines?
Yes, that's a big one. Disposing properly is important. Nowadays, everyone has cameras. So I've had clients that have had issues, with people. They've caught people. I mean, I see it firsthand. They show me the Ring camera and they're like, oh, don't leave your dumpster in front of our house. And we say, why? And they say, because we got people that are dumping illegally. We had this issue. We know who they are. They're going to be fine. So it's not right regardless. But with technology now, the thought of getting away with it is not what it was. And it's not right in general.
There is a state, I forget which state it is. I think it's Michigan or Wisconsin or something. And there is not only a fine, but there's imprisonment for illegal dumping. Illegal dumping is such a huge issue. Don't do it. I mean, don't pretend like, oh, hey, I'm going to sneak over when no one's looking into it. Don't do it. It's not cool. There are a lot of land places around that will take extra stuff. And I know that near where I live, it's probably about an 8-mile drive, and you have to pay like $15 to get in. And once you get in, they have little stations, and the stations will take like old doors. And over here, they'll take old washing machines. And over here, they'll take old paint and cleaning cans. Well, I mean, they have all different kinds of stuff. And so you can just drive in with your great big monster truck. And if you do have a big monster truck, it's not $15. You have to drive over this weighted scale, and then they weigh your vehicle, and then there's a price. And then with that price, then you can go in and make all the stops in the dumping ground. But they have people at those stations that are trained and they know how to get rid of that waste so it just doesn't go into a landfill just as a bunch of trash. Okay. So I do want to stop for just a second and say when you're cleaning up renovation projects, there's a proper way to do that. Anyway, that was not a trick question, but I did want your expertise. Well, this has been so informative. Thank you so much. I've learned so much, and this is just really awesome. I'm going to leave links in the show notes as well where you can find Matt. And then if he has anything later on that he wants to add to this, or if he wants to drop back by and answer your questions, you guys will have a direct link to him there. Thanks again so much, Matt. I appreciate you guys joining in today. This was fun.
Thank you, Angela.